Most people think a snake bite is just a simple puncture wound, but it's actually more like getting an injection with a deadly needle. A venomous snake's fangs are hollow tubes, directly connected to venom glands in their head. When the snake strikes, these fangs pierce your skin, and the snake's muscles physically squeeze the glands to inject the venom deep into your tissues. Depending on the snake, this venom can travel through your bloodstream, instantly clumping your red blood cells together into thick, solid clots. This stops your blood from flowing, which can be fatal in minutes. The Bermuda Triangle is famous for making massive ships vanish without a trace, leading many to believe in aliens or sea monsters. But scientists discovered a much more terrifying, realistic explanation, hidden deep at the bottom of the ocean. Enormous pockets of frozen methane gas can suddenly erupt from the seafloor, releasing gigantic clouds of bubbles. As these bubbles rise to the surface, they turn the seawater into a highly aerated foam, drastically reducing the water's density. Because the water loses its density, ships instantly lose their buoyancy and sink straight to the bottom in just seconds. You've probably unlocked a door thousands of times, but have you ever wondered what actually happens inside the lock? When you slide a key into a padlock, its jagged teeth push against a row of tiny spring-loaded brass pins. Each pin is split into two halves of different lengths, blocking the lock from turning. But when the correct key is fully inserted, it pushes all the pins to the exact height required to align their gaps perfectly, creating a straight line called the shear line. With the pins aligned, the inner cylinder is free to rotate, releasing the shackle and unlocking the mechanism. If you ever got stuck in space without a spacesuit, you wouldn't instantly freeze to death like in the movies. Instead, because there is no air pressure, the moisture on your tongue and inside your lungs would literally start to boil. As the gases inside expand, your skin would stretch to twice its normal size, inflating you like a balloon. Within 15 seconds, your brain would run out of oxygen, causing you to pass out. Eventually, your heart stops, and because space is a vacuum, your body would float out there, perfectly preserved for millions of years. You've probably heard that if you swallow chewing gum, it stays inside your stomach for 7 whole years. But here is what actually happens. While your stomach acid can't dissolve the synthetic rubber base of the gum, your digestive system doesn't just let it sit there. Your stomach muscles keep squeezing it forward. It travels smoothly through your intestines and usually exits your body naturally within just a few days. Whatever you do, never pop a pimple inside this exact triangle on your face. When you squeeze a blemish here, the dangerous bacteria can be pushed directly backward into your skin. And here's the scary part. The veins in this specific area lead straight into your skull. An infection there can cause a massive blood clot, leading to severe medical emergencies. So, the next time you see a pimple here, in Hollywood movies, pulling a grenade's pin causes an instant explosion. But in reality, the pin is just a lock, and pulling it doesn't actually arm the bomb. When you throw the grenade, a spring-loaded safety lever flies off, allowing an internal hammer to strike a small ignition cap. This creates a spark that lights a slow-burning chemical fuse inside the core. This fuse burns downward for about 4 seconds, giving the thrower enough time to find cover before hitting the main detonator. But what actually kills is not the fire, it's the grenade's iron shell shattering into thousands of razor-sharp fragments flying at supersonic speeds. A lot of people actually believe that when you flush a toilet on an airplane, the waste is just released directly into the sky. But that is completely false. Airplanes can't carry heavy tanks of water for flushing, so they use a highly advanced vacuum system instead. When you press the flush button, a valve opens, and a powerful vacuum violently sucks everything down the drain with the speed of sound. The bowl is coated with Teflon, so it only requires a tiny splash of blue, disinfecting liquid to clean the surface. Everything is then rushed through pipelines to a massive holding tank at the back of the plane, which is safely vacuumed out by ground crews after landing. Most people think bulletproof glass is just one super thick sheet of normal glass, but if it were, it would shatter instantly under a bullet. The secret is that it's actually a sandwich of multiple glass layers combined with a flexible plastic called polycarbonate. When a bullet strikes the bulletproof glass, the outer glass layers shatter, which helps absorb a massive amount of the bullet's initial kinetic energy. Then, The inner flexible plastic layer stretches like a rubber band, completely stopping the bullet from passing through the final layer. This clever design turns a deadly impact into a harmless drop. You probably think a mosquito bites you with just one simple needle, but it's actually much worse. When a mosquito lands on you, it inserts a complex bundle of 6 different needles into your skin. 2 of these needles have sharp, saw-like teeth that physically cut through your flesh, while 2 others hold the skin open. Then, a 5th needle probes around to find a blood vessel and sucks your blood up like a straw. Meanwhile, the 6th needle injects its saliva to keep your blood flowing, which is exactly what causes that itchy red bump. Subscribe to Xavi 3D Studio for more mind-blowing medical truths.